Good morning, everybody. I have had a few people in my inbox and I've seen lots of comments on social media about people being concerned about what's going to happen in the US with the, not sure whether to mention the word, but anyway, you all know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me remind you of this. We so often forget the power that lies in our energy. So let's all activate that, right? If you hear this video, if you could share this video, if you could have this conversation with somebody and remind them, that would be great. So there's no outcome set yet. Okay, it hasn't happened yet. So there's no outcome set. We could even really go into a full discussion that things that have happened in the past aren't set. But anyway, we'll leave that for another day. But nothing about this outcome is set. So there are many variables. There's a lot of different timelines that could play out, right? This is why people are saying, well, I have a feeling this could happen. Somebody else says, oh, I have a feeling this could happen. And nobody knows. So firstly, be okay with not knowing. That is key. Key for being in your power is being okay with the unknown. Then the second thing to activate immediately when you feel fear about the outcome of something that is not yet set is that you remember how much power you have, we all have, with the energy that we send towards it. So the different outcomes will depend on what vibration we are at the time to be able to receive, to be able to live out that timeline. Okay, so there's some very low timelines, outcomes, there's middle, there's some higher. What are we capable of producing? What are we capable of creating? What are we capable of experiencing and living in? And that is not dependent on the decision of a few people who wield power. We keep thinking that there's this small group that wields power over all of us. That is only when we have forgotten who we are and when we have forgotten our power. When we activate into our own power, we remember, oh no, there's a few people who want a certain outcome, who want to play out their scenario. We, as the viewers, as the ones who lend our energy and our power, decide which one plays out. So it's certainly important, as I always say, honor your fear. But it's certainly important not to send fear towards that event already, because that will lower the timelines. That sends them power to manipulate that. They're manipulating you. They're manipulating us to send power towards the outcome they want. And the outcome they want requires fear and conflict. The outcome we want requires love, peace, unity, togetherness. It's all the higher stuff. So we need to be able to sit in that. We need to be able to send at that. Think of it this way. Imagine that we're watching a movie and the plot line changes depending on how we feel about the movie. Depending on, let's say there's a main character, lead player, and as we're watching them, we determine what happens to them by how we feel about what we're observing. We send that ahead and the script gets determined based on what we collectively all send into it. If we collectively view that person as a victim, they become victimized. If we collectively feel like, oh, this is going to end badly, it's going to end badly. Okay? So I'm not saying ignore what is, live in some fantasy la la land and go, oh, you know what, it'll be flowers and uni. Be in what is, but this is not yet. And so use your power. No point sitting in fear for the next 24 hours, whatever length of time. Let's all collectively together use our power and simply raise the vibration. We're still not going to know what the outcome is. That's okay. It doesn't matter. We don't need to. We need to know our power lies in what energy we send to that situation. And if we can raise the vibration as high as we can manage it, then a higher outcome will be the timeline that we enter into. I hope this is helpful to you. Take care over the next 24 hours, 48 hours. We're okay. We are okay. Much love.